What's up with it, bruh?
What's happening, man? What's happening? What's happening?
Nothing much, man. Introduce yourself. You see you got the belt, champ. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Man, Montrel, too cold. I gotta say it like this because it's on the list stone, but Montrel, too cold, James, man. From St. Louis, but I've been moving around from New Orleans to Houston and back home again.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's the first time having you on Views from the Art, so we just gonna goddamn dig into your story a little bit. What part of St. Louis did you come up in?
North side, but I'd say the whole metropolitan area, all up and down 70, from the east side to Belleville to Skyford Bay, all around, I've been around, man. I be adventuring. I'm pretty adventurous.
And St. Louis, you kind of get like a little bad rep, at least in the black community. But from your perspective, how would you describe St. Louis, especially you coming up in the city?
I believe someone said it on an interview that you had a while back, and I reposted it. It's what you make it and who you know. But it's cool with the sceneries, you know what I'm saying? Like the typical stuff that you would see in the city, like what they promote to the world. But if you get tapped in with some people, or you actually explore and actually, let your guard down and be cool and actually get a good sense of a person and get around the city, it's something to be seen. I love it. I love my city. I'll be promoting it to every city I go to, but they love us more than me trying to tell them they should come. They like, nah, we just love y'all. We love the people from the city. And every time we out of town. You know Nelly? No, I don't. And what's so crazy? I met Nelly in Houston, and I'm from St. Louis. For the first time ever.
Type shit.
Yeah, ever.
I think I've seen them, in the city,
Yeah,
But I ain't saying like that. No, motherfucker take that and run with it.
Nah,
Either way.
I met him at the Tycoon. I met him at 50 Cent Tycoon weekend. Me and JR are pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? But I'm cool with Black Pearl Tattoo Shop family. Me and Rose grew up. Buddha.
Yeah, Young Road,
yeah. I met Rose real hard and heavy. Since like I said, I used to go parties. So when he was doing his thing, when he was rapping back when, we was out there helping him, pushing his stuff, we would just pull up and he'd show us stuff and whatever. The little promotion team I used to be with back in the day,
Yeah. That's the shit. Say Red, she definitely got a lot of light on the city, as far as with the rap shit. Why you look like that, man?
Cause, man, I'm from the north side. I'm like, but shit, you never know, motherfuckers don't look the same from when they was younger, so I probably have seen it, just never noticed it. But I'm low key through marriage, I'm related to Vet. But I remember Vet as when I was throwing parties and shit, she used to always pull up at the spots and always turn. But she would always have good vibes though. Like how she is now is genuinely how she is outside of her persona as an artist,
Yeah.
But I remember that before she had started popping, and I didn't even know she was rapping. I just always knew she was in the club. She was always turned. She was always, she was just that young chick at the time. You know what I'm saying? But how she transitioned and doing what she's doing, and both of them, honestly, shit is a blessing. Cause I remember when Red had made that song with Vlad,
with that white chick song,
the white dude,
1,000 Jews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that shit. That was popping. I fuck with it because the song in itself, it's something good. I fuck with the song because my band, I'm diverse, man. I ain't gonna act like I never heard the original beat or the original song to it.
Yeah, but I definitely been to some of their earlier shows, Vet and Red, and even like you said before you got to the side, they had that motherfucker jump.
Yeah, I wish
both of them.
I wish I can make it to one of their shows one day, or actually be a bodyguard for them. Like the company I socialize with, King Security, a couple of guys, they work for, do our personal detail work, I believe.
Yeah. But back to you though. Growing up in St. Louis, how was you able to, I guess, avoid getting involved in too deep in the bullshit?
Man.
Especially coming from the north side.
Player, pimps and hoes. That's what I can say how they goes. You heard me, you know what I mean? I was just blessed, you know what I mean? I was around the pimps, players, and hoes, so shit, I already knew how the game go, as a best way I can say it to you, you know. But honestly, like shit, I got into it with people, you know. R.I.P. to Dion, one of the Spinks brothers. I was actually classmates with him before. Never knew he was actually a Spinks. You know what I'm saying? One of the eras. And then after that, I actually got cool with Leon Spinks later on in life. And me and him was good friends. But basically, like, even with me being a club promoter and just being out in the streets and shit, I mean, I probably did have beef, but I was just so good of a person with the person that was that person that told him, like, stand down, bro. Just leave it alone, man. He good. You know, so I was always connected with someone that was good ties with someone else, you know, me personally. Like, because I used to have people say, oh, man, I seen him fight before. Never had a fight a day in my life. Till I saw fighting.
You say till you became?
Yeah, like 23.
Really?
Yeah, I'm 32 right now. I started my career at 23. And I was homeless when I started. Bruh, that's a journey in itself. But like before I started fighting, it was like I was a club promoter. And like shit, you know, I danced a little bit, didn't really get into that little dance shit. You know, it wasn't me. But I'm literally in the streets. Like I wasn't like doing like bougie like high school, like, you know, up class parties. I'm doing like hood urban parties. Like we getting like some little halls, some little rundown little spot. We throwing parties. Like we gonna be like, hey, we throwing parties such right here. We used to throw parties with the people I used to be cool with in Norfolk Bowling Alley. To that, I used to mess with DJ Smooth, DJ Tab, T Marley. Shit, so many of them came up about Young Dip. Like Young Dip was actually him and Marley and Tab were good, you know, mentors to me on that entrepreneur shit. I feel as though outside of me being a promoter, like Dip had invited me up to the radio station back when he was on the station back when, and that's when I was in high school. But basically, you know, he invited me out with him, kick it, and just thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, I made it this far, you know what I'm saying, at that time in my life. Like, I'm like, damn, I'm on the radio station. I'm at the radio station. Like, shit, I'm straight like, damn, like, this is surreal. And then from there, I think like a week later, there was this dude that I was cool with. Like I said, I was dancing a little bit. He took us to 106 in Park for like Wild Out Wednesday. My dumb ass got fucked up because when we needed to sign papers, all the dancers and everybody that was going to be on TV, we needed to sign some papers, but I didn't sign the papers. So I went somewhere and I went to go be nosy. So I went to go walk around ABC Studios and see what the fuck I could find and see what celebrities I could find. And missed the opportunity. Yeah, mind that one. Yeah, I missed the opportunity and shit, you know, and didn't get a chance to go on stage. And I think it was the day when Rick Ross dropped Top of Line, Dine, the album, or whatever like that. But basically, man, to answer your question, I was just blessed and highly favored on that part to not, you know, beef with people. And I was always quick to John on a nigga. So, like, I was gonna flame a motherfucker anyway. And most niggas, when it comes to me, I guess I intimidated people. So, like, a lot of niggas pillow talk and talk behind my back. So, 9 times out of 10, I was just that dude that was just, I guess they didn't want to mess with me, I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard you say the Spinks. I assume you went to Beaumont.
No, I didn't.
Did you go to Beaumont?
I went to Parkway. I went to Hazelwood East, Riverview, and then I finished. I used to live in Creve Court, so I finished it out my high school in Parkway North.
Yeah, I just asked you said you was classmates with them. I know they went to Beaumont.
I went to Yateman.
Yateman, okay.
Yateman,
Gotcha.
I went to Farragut. That's all north, like in the north side. I grew up off of Kenley. I grew up in the JBL for Jane Coop Papa Bell, and then I grew up off of Farragut.
Gotcha. I was just Beaumont. That motherfucker like lean on me school shit.
I never was so crazy. I never stepped foot in that school. I've been around the school. I've been outside the school. I never put foot in the school. Like I've been in Sumner like twice. Other than that, I haven't been into Beaumont yet. I always looked and just like, I wonder what it looked like on the inside. But you know, I've been in Sumner though.
Do you still have a relationship with the Spinks, Leon?
Me and Corey.
Corey was just here recently.
Yeah, he just was. I just texted him the other day, checked up on him. Me and him cool. I can text him and talk to him. I get advice from him every blue moon.
Yeah, I heard they rushed him to the hospital. You doing all right?
I didn't get too in depth on that. You know what I'm saying? I just, told him I hope he feeling better, and I'm not mad that I wasn't able to make it out to the event to see him, because every time he's like, I know he's down in Florida, him and I believe his old coach Cunningham down there. I'm cool with the Cunninghams too, the third generation young one. Man, I'm good, but yeah, like me and Corey cool. Other than that, the rest of them I don't really socialize with. For real, me and Leon, I would believe we cool. But
yeah, Leon real cool. My son, he boxed for LC boxing. It was that event that Corey just had.
Okay.
His family is my son. He coached by his niece too.
I'm cool with Devin. Well, not Devin. I'm Bond Alexander. I'm his sparring partner.
Okay.
Well, whenever me and him get to link up, I'm his sparring partner. So, but me and Bond Alexander are real good. So, yeah. It's crazy how, my bad, it's crazy how, like, the families that's in this city that built a name and established themselves as champions, and like how I'm coming along doing it, and I never knew, I was oblivious to it because I was never really a fight fan. I was more like a WWE person, you know what I'm saying? I was into that shit.
The Rock, Triple H.
Yeah, like I never really got into fighting. I heard of it, but I never believed it. Like I thought of like underground fights type shit, like backyard fights, Kimbo's fights type shit. But other than that, like never knew about it for real. And then as it evolved, I started seeing DVDs about it, but still never took keen to it.
And I seen in the interview you did, you said you was arrested before. Well, that was in your young years before you was fighting, or?
Man, I got arrested when I was 19 for being falsely accused of some dumbass shit. And then wrong place, wrong time. And then shit, I got arrested again in New Orleans dealing with a chick. Basically, she claimed I put my hands on her. I don't approve of domestic violence, but I don't also approve of someone just putting their hands on someone and not having someone respond back to them. But pimping is a non-contact sport. You can leave. Your freedom is everything. You know what I'm saying? After that situation occurred, and it was all over, stuff that at the time I could have handled it better. The altercation with me putting my hands on the woman, but I wasn't, I was young at the time and wasn't really in the right mind, and she fought too, so she was hitting me back, on some stupid shit. But neither here nor there. It was wrong. But now moving forward, I would tell anyone, like, your freedom is everything. So you can leave. And it'll hurt, but you can start over, bro.
How much time did you end up doing?
Misdemeanor stuff. So like months. They extradited me from St. Louis to New Orleans, though.
Yeah.
That shit was funny as fuck, bro. They extradited me, bro. I was like, first off, I got pulled over on some routine traffic stop shit. The day of my license was expiring, like literally the next day, I didn't even get a chance to go to the license bureau to get my license renewed or nothing. It felt like a setup. Like I got stopped by two rookie cops. They stopped me. They told me my license was expired, and I told them like, they go check my name. They come back and say, hey, you got an active warrant, and you're a fugitive. I'm like, oh shit, man, come on, let's get this shit over with. Let's take this ride.
Let's take this ride.
But then, like St. Louis is so unorganized. I hate the justice system, not the justice center. They cool down there. I'm trying to get down there low key, but I don't like the justice system when it's come down to updating their system, you feel me? Like, if I already served my time, it should be in the system, like how you already got me in the system as I'm in here, you feel me? And like, I shouldn't have to go around town or get it stopped over, pulled over again, and go through all this stupid shit again just because you guys didn't do your part and upgrade the system, you feel me? Or better yet, I gotta carry stuff, unnecessary paperwork with me just to show an officer that probably don't even believe me, just because he don't want to read the paperwork. You feel me? So there's so much to that, but yeah, domestic violence ain't the way, y'all. With men and women, y'all can always leave, but most ain't gonna do that. I understand people gonna stand on 10. if they about their business.
Like you said, at the age of 23 is when you started to, yes.
Yeah.
Was you amateur still at this time?
Yeah.
Just starting to train.
I turned pro in 2016. Yeah, 2016. I believe that was like 24, 25. I was only amateur for like 3 years in the mix, I believe so. So like 2013 to 2016. And then like shit, I was 11-6 as an amateur, 5-2 as a kickboxer. I didn't do boxing. I just skipped over that shit. Like, I just had good hands. I ain't have good, I guess you could say I had good coordination with my hands if I'm knocking niggas out, breaking their jaws. So, I had been doing something correct. I had people, I got articles right now that I can pull up right now. People call me striking veteran, all these things. And I just feel like, shit, I could have been better, with my hands. But when I turned pro, in 2016, I had my first boxing event. And it was against a guy that was 6-0, and it was my first 6-round boxing match ever. I turned pro doing 6 rounds. And to come to find out, that's something that I wasn't even supposed to have been doing. I was supposed to have been starting out doing the 4-round, but I did something that I went the distance, but I lost, But as I started progressing and learning boxing is a different dimension, bro. It's a different ball game. It's a whole different thing. But I stood in there with the best of the prospects that's coming up right now, or that are hot right now, probably in the midst of that bubble. Some of them was mad. I know I made them mad because MMA fighters are real durable, and like when it comes to boxing, a lot of boxing. Me personally, I take what I do seriously. I can't speak for no other nigga. I can't speak for no other bitch. Excuse my language. I can't speak for nobody, y'all. Like, I can't speak for no woman. I can't speak for no man. Let me be politically correct. Other than that, man, I bust my ass. Like, I have people that tell me, like, so which one you gonna do? I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do because I know I have the mindset to achieve this goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I have a boxing match, I would set it up. I would pray like 3 to a month out, and I'm training nothing for 3 to a month out of boxing. I'm not doing no MMA. I'm not doing no jiu-jitsu. I'm not doing shit. But boxing, conditioning, boxing, everything. If I have an MMA fight, same thing. Kickboxing, same thing. That's all on the mindset. People be trying to put people in categories and try to have them do what they want them to do. And it's just, luckily enough, I had a guy by the name of Jared. When I started, he just started, pushing me around, doing fights and shit here and there. And then I had another dude named King Porter. He kind of assisted with some of my wins as an amateur. And then I met a gentleman by the name of TJ Moller. He just molded me into just the savage. And I kind of took it, how can I say this? As I started, really, how can I say this? As I really start understanding the sport, I start being cautious, if that makes sense, because I was just like, I know what I can do. I was hurting niggas. Like I beat a dude ass, something vicious one time. Like he wasn't even supposed to fight me. He went up. He said I beat him. His coach convinced his ass, and he wasn't even supposed to fight me. He was like 160. I was fighting at 170. I came in heavy than a motherfucker, bro. But he fought me, and I beat his ass black and blue down there, killed him in front of his mama, no bullshit. It was in Sullivan, Missouri. And from there I took it serious, but like I had to take some of the oomph off of it because I was just like, damn, I'm great. I'm damn near finna kill these people. Like I'm doing that. And I had to really I started going to the distance and started finishing niggas. And now I've been getting out of that. Well, I was getting out of it, but I had to learn the business as a pro because a lot of people undermine a black man. I don't know it all, and even relationships or whatever, I don't know it all. And me as a martial artist, that's why I've been trying to preach to people, like us as humans, we don't know it all, and we are all here to learn. And I hate when people tell me I agree to disagree because like how could you really? I understand everybody have different perspectives. I understand that. But to say you disagree on something that you truly don't want to understand is wrong because you don't know. even if you feel like you understand, like you know, but you don't know. And it could be years, it could be months, it could be days, it could be whenever down the line, or whatever. And come to find out what you thought you knew wasn't what you really knew. And that person who told you that a long time ago, it was all in all right. But you done shot them down, told them no, off of opinion of, you know, not want to understand, a lack of want to understand. That's how I look at that, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like a person, like they should change the word to agree, not disagree to agree, but agree to disagree, or however, whatever. But I just hate that word. I hate that word, bro. Because I want to understand you. I feel like I'm a sponge, and whatever you spitting out, whatever you draining, or whatever you telling me, I'm trying to learn it as best as I can. I'd be wrong. I'd be a fool just to tell you what you saying ain't right, or be like, no, I don't agree with what you saying.
Basically, you gotta be open-minded, basically.
You know, because like you could have just told me how to get $1 million and be rich for the rest of my life, and I just told you, no, I don't agree with what you saying. I disagree. How, bro? You didn't even take the time to listen.
Right.
And even if you right, have you tried it out yet? Did you look into it? Some people don't like to do that. Like some people who like to just, some people like they don't want to hear the whole story. They just want to hear like straight to the point type shit.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like that's stupid. I feel like you trying to rush me to sell you something that you should listen to. But
now, what made you want to get into that? Like that's something completely off the grid.
Well, fighting.
Now, it ain't necessarily, but in the black community, MMA, you don't see too many people growing up. I want to be an MMA fighter, especially on the north side of St. Louis.
Yeah, man, bro. So I was homeless, and I had a homeboy by the name of Lucky, and basically, like his name Lucky Davis, basically, not the normal Lucky that you probably seen in the club with the little shine on his forehead, his light skinned guy. You probably seen him before. Everybody seen him. Everybody knows who he is. But basically, my partner, he came back into town. He was like him and some more of our partners. They were finna get ready to go to his little thing, the little bikini box thing, like little promoter at the time. He was competing with City Spud and them down with the little thing that they had going on at the city with Phil Essence and them. Mm-hmm. They had the little bikini boxing going on down in the city, the little nightclub. Yeah. But basically, we had something going on at the Ambassador where my partners was boxing. They was boxing in the cage instead of boxing in the ring. So I was just like, what's going the fuck on here? So I thought that the same night I went that we was gonna box, or I was gonna do it, but they wanted me to set up for the next week. So the next following week I fought. And I did it like 3 times. He paid me. And I was like, right on. So technically I got paid for my first time ever fighting. It wasn't no sanctioned stuff. It wasn't nothing like that. So no commissioners was involved. It's a difference. But basically after that, I had an actual real promoter. That's a fight promoter. His name was Paul Fernweir, white gentleman, like Hulk Hogan. I kid you not. The nigga, he asked me did I want to fight, and I'm like yeah. He had me. He said, do I want to go out of town to fight in Cape Girardeau? At the time, it was kind of illegal stuff. I was like, I don't know, but yeah, I'll do it. How far is that from St. Louis? So he like, just, trust me, I got you. Me, my wife, we'll take care of you. So, me being a gullible black dude from the hood, never been out of town, never been out of state, I took him up for his offer and went down there. I had my first fight, and I won in like 27 seconds. I hit the dude one time. Now this part where I feel like it's like a movie or like a dream. Like, kid you not, the nigga took a knee, and the referee stepped in, and he said, fighter, do you wish to continue this fight? And the dude said, hell no, dude, hit too hard. And from there, it was his life, bro. I kid you not. I'm doing this shit. Like, man. I was scared in the back, and with all that to say this, where I got this built from, the same promotion, well, not the same promotion, the city, I got it from in Cape Girardeau. That's why where this one is built from in Cape. There's a promotion by the name of Cage of Honor. So all of that to fast forward to say, like, you chase your dreams and you really stick to that path, things come fast forward to you in many ways. I remember went down there by myself, bro. Like by myself, like outside of that man, I was by myself, bro. I felt bothered. Like, honestly, I don't even think he wanted me to fight. Me thinking about how much I learned about the fight game. I sat outside the whole time. No one didn't come get me. I'm sitting in the front seat of his car, asleep, pretending to be asleep or acting like I'm asleep. But when I woke up, it was all motherfucking people inside the building and everything, bro. Kids you the fuck not. I'm walking around, looking around like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like, this ain't no ordinary fight stuff, bro. I kid you not. And then, you know, I'm just sitting there. I just kept on having to piss. That's just one thing. Don't you know? Fighters don't drink water before you fight because you don't want to piss every time before you fight. But I kid you not, bro. Like, I was just nervous because I'm just like, damn, like I'm finna fight in front of all these people and all these white people. So I was just like, damn, man, like what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't know nobody out here, none of this shit. So, you know, I did what I did and won. But, you know, after that, the life stuff for a fighter just started happening. I went back into reality, shit, homeless again on the streets. But I found me a job, and luckily I found, I was just house to house, you know, with people until I just, you know, found someone and me and them made it work, you know what I'm saying? So, other than that, man, it's just all surreal. Because I used to tell people in Houston, man, I even tell you, or I tell y'all, if I wasn't fighting, y'all wouldn't know who I am. If I wasn't doing what I'm doing, you wouldn't know who I am. I used to tell people that in Houston all the time. Because shit.
Maybe it's what you're supposed to do.
It was because, like, being a club promoter was cool, you know, but it's St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? It's St. Louis job. I gotta be creative. You know how it is down in Houston. Them niggas down there, boy.
I was just in Houston on a Wednesday. I'm like, I can only imagine a weekend.
Imagine tonight, right now, nigga. I took you somewhere down in Houston right now, boy. You'd be like, yeah.
At first, you used to go by with Chippehoy.
Something like that.
He said something like that.
Something like that. So originally it's Chip, you know, motherfuckers used to call me Chip, but I basically went from Chip the Kid, Chippehoy, man. Chippehoy just stuck, so I was just like, fuck it, I'll fuck with Chippehoy, you know what I'm saying? But all in all, you know, Facebook made you change the name to your regular name, so but everybody just started calling me Chip, and still to this day they call me Chip, but that's not my real fucking name. That's not my name. That's not my real name, y'all. That's not my fucking real name. I'm sorry. That's not my real fucking name. It's Montrel. Montrel is my real name.
And you say you
boy, I sold that shit. I swear to God, I sold that name.
You say you sold it.
I sold that motherfucker, boy. They was like, girls should be like, your mama ain't name you Chip. I'm like, why the fuck my mama wouldn't name me Chip? They was like, show me your ID. I ain't got one.
And your first professional fight, we say what, 2016, 17?
May 4th, 2013.
Your first professional?
Oh, my bad. The October 17th, 2016, or May, October something, 2016. That was my first ever professional bout.
Yeah. How was that? It's your first bout?
It was just like another day in office, honestly. Because like I said, at that time I was homeless, so like it was really, I didn't give a fuck. I was blessed to see Devin Alexander for the first time. I was blessed to fight on Vaughn Alexander fight card returning home from prison and stuff. Because Vaughn used to be in prison. Yeah. He had to serve, I believe he served like 13 years or something like that. Yeah. But you know, to be blessed to see how that clock worked, to fast forward to me and him being like this, like me and Vaughn like this, like I seen his daughters grow up, I cool with his wife, like, you know, real awesome guy, you know what I'm saying, like, love that dude, man, because he helped me improve as a boxer and as an athlete, because when motherfuckers say that nigga hit hard, bro. That nigga hit hard, bro. Fast and hard, but, you know, that's my dude, man.
I was watching your fight against Steve Jones, and you know, of course, there was a fight. They ended early. I was watching it, and I'm just asking you. I seen your expressions. I seen your frustration. Like, come on, man.
Man, look, they hate an educated black man, and they hate an educated, independent black man, man. At that time, bro, like I think, all right. So at that time, I can break down to you. I just came home from being extradited from New Orleans. I just did the little snake ass little 5 months from being here. Then they expedited me down there. Came home. I started training at a gym called Main Street in Houston. Shout out to Crew Bob. Shout out to Main Street. I love each and every last one of you guys at Main Street, from the jiu-jitsu to the boxers to all y'all. I love y'all. Miss you guys. But you know, he basically allowed me to be myself. This is before the squad is what it is right now. Crew Bob is actually Derek Lewis' head coach in the UFC. But basically, Crew Bob Perez basically allowed me to be myself, and that's what I love about certain coaches. Like, they let me be me. They let me be my art. Right? Be the artist. You feel me? They let me come in and do what I gotta do, and yeah. So basically, like, shit, you know, I trained. Let me see. That fight, I came home in March. That fight was in, I believe, June. I came home from jail, trained, got out of jail in New Orleans, drove from New Orleans to Houston, and went to there and just started training, just focusing on my craft, losing weight. I was like 190 and dropped all that weight, kept it down for the fight that was at 170. Came in, I was just genuinely being myself. Like, I feel like I'm me. Like, I'm taking jailhouse pictures. Like, I'm cool, and, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm taking poses. Like, I'm doing things that I want to do. Like, this is a persona this is what we selling. You feel me? As a fighter, this is what I'm giving y'all. Like, y'all think this, like, y'all be pretending, when people pretend like they be in the hood or they want to see the hood. This is what it look like. So basically, like, you know, I came in focused, bro. I ain't gonna stunt. I kind of slipped up. I was half-ass focused because I was drinking. I was so serious about it, but I was not so serious about it. Like, I was like, ain't this dude, I could mock this dude, which I could have, but I just slipped up at the moment. I did something where I should have just capitalized, honestly. Like, I fucked up and just stood there and let him hit me, and I don't know, I can't really give you a good thought process on it. But basically, like, shoot, you know, yeah.
To me, it looked like you was still like.
Yeah, it was, but
like they
stopped.
Yeah.
Even with that, like I said, I said that about the actual justice system outside of that. But as I'm learning, the commissioners are governed by the government, so it's like but they need that particular fight, man. They had boxing officials governing an MMA fight. There's nothing wrong with you seeing striking, and you probably viewed it differently, but like, you got different dimensions and stuff. When I get to the ground, you should know the difference between me being responsive enough to be reactive. If a person gotta run to finish you, you're not finished. That's just me just being blatant. If I have to run over to trip you, chop you, punch you again, you're not finished. That means you still alive to the point where you functioning. For the fact that when he ran and the referee shot right behind his ass, that's how you knew that motherfucker was trying to stop. Like, they knew I was gonna win, bro. They knew. Like, they knew. But it was what it was. I felt that at the time, God just knew that I was moving too fast. Honestly, I was moving too fast. I had other things, I had other priorities to worry about, to be honest, I believe. So I felt like the title wasn't meant for me to have at the moment yet. And from there, it was what it was, you feel me? Yeah, so I can't really, I think about it. Trust me, I almost had the fight rematch last year. I almost had the rematch, but he broke his leg. So, you know, they playing games, the promotion playing games. I don't know if they want me even back. But when I come, because they know what I'm saying is real. But like, some people do want to socialize with me again, some of them don't. But I'm not trying to be confrontational, I'm just being professional. You know, I can't be shady. You can't be shady to a person that's talking legit business off of something that you presented to him or them. You know, if I'm showing you a contract that you gave to me with your writing on it, I'm wrong for what? Reading it? How?
Nah. You supposed to read it. What's wrong? People don't.
They don't. They hate that I be reading them contracts. I came off of one fight, got $2,000. I ain't even touched the cage. Didn't touch that cage at all. That boy gave me that 2 racks.
Now, I was watching one of your podcasts with Zeus, and wasn't Montego?
Yeah,
Montego, yeah. Something caught my attention. He was blowing in that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, big after stoner. After stoner.
How does that work with you? You know, especially with your conditioning, you fighting.
Oh man. So honestly, when I started, I didn't expect me to be this far. So smoking was something I did. I haven't smoked cigarettes ever. Well, I have used to smoke cigarettes. I'm not gonna lie to you. I used to smoke cigarettes when I was younger, but I didn't ever smoke a whole pack. I smoked one or two every blue moon. I used to smoke Black and Miles every blue moon, but the weed thing stuck for me because I used to also be a special ed kid. So I used to be around autistic. I guess you would say I was kind of learning dyslexic or disabled. I had but basically I was around a lot of autistic kids that they consider now autistic, like special ed kids. I used to be amongst that. So I guess I was introduced to it at 17, cannabis, you know. From there I just, smoke. But as an athlete, I smoked the whole time. As an athlete, I've been doing the whole thing. I've been doing the thing, the whole time. Like, the only time I stopped smoking was when I did like 5 months in jail. Other than that, cannabis.
Now I know you ran into issues down in Texas.
Yeah,
where they hit you with a random.
Yeah, Texas and in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yeah, we'll get into that one.
Man, Texas first, it wasn't really, it was just off the humbug, and it was kind of me moving fast off of some stuff where me and the promoter got into it. He was just a flashy motherfucker that was just trying to get just extra, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need, if you had money, give it. You know what I'm saying? Stop telling, like, talking all like, have you ever been to the club and someone at the strip club like, oh, we got the money, give it, nigga. So y'all can go to your session and enjoy the rest of y'all damn night. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that part. Like, even with me doing security, like, I hate that. Like, bro, if you got the money, give it, bro. Just give it. So we won't have no altercations. We ain't gotta do all this. So this shit aggravating. But basically, the dude came in overweight. They owed like $400. Basically, the commissioner was there. I signed the paper where it stated that, if I do test positive for marijuana, I will be on a mandatory 90 days. I ain't trip off of it for real, you feel me? I was just like took off of like how they handled the situation. Cause I'm like, I had a title fight that was scheduled after that boxing match. Now, when we looked online, we was clear. So that's the reason why we went forward and signed the contract. Next thing you know, I would get a letter in the mail and I see something online that says 90-day suspension. I'm like, dang, what happened? So we call them. They tell me, they disrespectful and laugh in my face. Like, I hate that shit. Like, why are you laughing if I'm asking you some questions that's in your policy, and then you the executive director, you should know these things. Executive director mean you moving, so you know this, So the man was like, when I say disrespectful, like they had my number on speed dial, because every time I called, they knew. They tried to play me off like I was being disrespectful because I was cursing at them. Yes, I was, because after a while you start being ignorant, and then you start talking at me and assume that I wasn't knowledgeable on things that I'm basically the rules and the penalties and shit. So I explained to them, I'm like, all right, I got 90 days, but also it says that I can pay this fine. But then they wanted me to go through that process. I'm like, bro, look, y'all playing with me. So after all that clear up, get a fight in Texas. They tell them, they don't tell them, will he be able to test positive? Fucking with me. So I'm like, alright man, look, I'm cool. Y'all some assholes. So left Texas alone for a little minute. I could clear off my suspension. I could fight somewhere else. They told me I could fight anywhere outside of Texas. And most other states honor suspensions depending on what the stipulation is or how serious it is. But mine was just like in limbo of weirdness. So my fight was in Mississippi, but the commissioner there was like, man, look, I can't really do nothing. So we just gonna have to pull the title fight. I was like, all right, cool. So I had a fight in Massachusetts, won that fight. Then I had a fight here in St. Louis in August against a dude from the South Side, and won that fight. That was like back to back. Like as soon as I came in from fight, won that fight, set up that boxing match here at home, flew back to Texas, drove all the way up here, and was here for like a week and a half before the fight. But basically, they put me back on suspension for another title fight that I had in Mississippi. And basically, the commissioner allowed the fight to happen, but they just didn't allow me to win the title. So I had to pay a fine, basically, of $500. Now this lead into the Albuquerque situation. Now, I was being cool with the promoter that was trying to help. I was just basically trying to get my situation fixed off of someone else's expense, but being genuine on the shit. The dude was like, shit, he'll take care of it. The dude sounded like an old ass wrestling promoter, like, yeah, like had an old raspy voice, like old, like he old as shit. But when you see him, he's young, he like 40, 45, 43. I like, nigga, smooth operating, talking to that nigga, bro. So, dude, man, I'm telling him, like, he paid my fine. I'm telling him, like, I bet, set up the fight, go down to Albuquerque, get stirred, everything's, like, in the midst of actually getting closer to the fight, he was acting weird, but when we get to Albuquerque, he takes us to the dispensary. He gets me to the hotel room just to sit and tell me, like, oh, well, don't indulge too much. Now, this is the weekend of Thanksgiving. Don't indulge too much in your cannabis because they're going to drug test you. Now, when the whole thing with Mexico, particularly, I guess, Albuquerque, they drug test a little different. And even though it's a recreational state, they still do it. So they try to catch me up where I go, well, one, the lady told me don't pee before my fight because I had to pee after the fight. But I was like, this is where y'all fuck up at. The first drug test I did in Texas, them niggas made me piss before I fought. I don't know if they got the results back at that moment, but like they made me piss before. Now for y'all to have me wait until after that don't make sense. Cause what if I shit myself? Whatever. I'm just saying, man. I mean, like shit happens. You know what I'm saying? You want me to hold my piss? What if I gotta go piss? That don't make sense. So he just like, all right, nah, we still on business. Like, nah, we ain't finna fight. I'm cool because you got me here for what? You know, some bullshit. So all of that, where the fans got mad because I was fighting hometown hero, hometown guy. I was gonna be this tall ass anyway, but you know, God blessed him. You know what I mean? You know,
the new Mexico situation.
Yeah, the Mexico situation. God blessed him because, like, shit, like I told him, like, you know, I have these type of situations where I'm not a nigga that's just gonna walk off and have the other person wondering why this fighter ain't doing this. No, I walked him, looked him in his face, and shook his hand, and told him, like, yo, bro, you know what's up. I'm gonna see you again. Hopefully, you working hard. We gonna see each other again.
And it's a fight where you didn't even.
I didn't even touch that ring.
Yeah.
I cut my raps. So I ain't even walk down. Right? I ain't do shit. I told them niggas fuck them. Like for real, like fuck them.
Like what if it getting to the point where you can't fight because of that?
What do you mean by
because
cannabis?
Yeah.
Cut the cannabis?
Yeah.
Right now.
Will you stop?
That's a debate. That is a discussion right now where me, myself, and I is having.
Type shit for real.
I can't give you that answer right now. I can't even give you that answer right now, Phil. I'm just being honest with you.
I can respect it, trust me. But nah. Your recent fight, Cage of Honor. Was March?
March 9th.
March 9th, yeah, Biggie's birthday.
I didn't know that.
You know that's Biggie's birthday? I mean, that's Biggie Small's birthday.
Word.
Yeah. But you won with a second second round tap out, yeah.
Second round armbar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a blue belt in jiu-jitsu. The dude actually was so funny. The dude is a champion in Indiana. He actually, you know, he came in and tried to doubled it up. He tried to double scoop it up. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't work. He was nervous. I believe he had too much on his plate anyway. You know, I had the whole. He low-key stole my idea. Yeah, Zach, you stole my idea. You stole my fucking idea because he did the Stone Cold Steve Austin little thing and whatnot. So I was like, oh, you son of a bitch. But he said he ran with it after he won his first match. But he also said that he don't like to repeat the costume thing. And I was like, that's kind of how I am too, because like if I work out to a particular thing, I'm not gonna walk out to the next fight with that particular outfit on. It's just something that I don't like about it sometimes. You know, I gotta look right, feel right, to walk right, you know, fight right sometimes too. But he had the Stone Cold Steve Austin vest, whatever. So I was like, damn, you know. But it was like all in all, it was good because when I won, it set up everything how I wanted it to, because it was 314 day coming up, and then like Stone Cold Steve Austin had a famous thing that actually skyrocketed him, that Austin 316. I was like, shit, Too Cold 316 or 314, just, you know, just did this thing and whooped your ass.
Yeah.
So with the whole 314, and then I was like, alright.
Stone Cold, Too Cold.
Yeah, so I was like, everything planned out how it went, but the fight was real cool. Everything, it wasn't no pressure. I had to fight myself and the jitters of myself, and you know, like I was kind of saying about it in the earlier parts of the video, like I went to Cape Girardeau first time by myself, and I was blessed to bring my family this time, and that's big to me in my mind. You know, I was grateful enough to do that. You know, bring a whole family this time, my sister, people who wasn't there in the beginning. You feel me? So that was meaningful to me. Outside of that, you know, outside of this, it was cool. But even if I didn't win this, I would have been thankful just because I went down there with my family. My little sister saw me fight. All these things. Like, I believe when I started fighting, she was in jail for not snitching. She got caught up fucking with this dude that made a robbery in Central West End and fucked this lady up. And yeah. But she ain't snitch. So I love her for that, you know. But she should have. But you know, it is what it is.
What do you think about that Danny Haney?
Devin and Ryan.
Yeah, Devin and Ryan.
Bro, I'm so fucking mad 'cause I fell asleep. I be watching stream. I be streaming my shit to my phone, so I fell asleep. But honestly, I already knew like Ryan was gonna win. But I was just arguing with a gentleman about it earlier that day because I was shooting a little podcast thing, and it was an old head. He was at this bar, and he was just like, nah, I don't want to hear it. I'm like, for what? I ain't even saying shit. It's my birthday. I don't care what you think. I'm going with Devin. I'm like, all right. But you know, Ryan been fucking with him, right? Because like I had to break it down from my perspective of how I know their story. Ryan already won the first fight as a child, so it's like, who had something to prove?
Right.
I won the first fight. Anything after that is just you trying to, and even if they kept back and forth as amateurs, and then I don't think they ever fought. That was their first time fighting as pros. Yeah. Now you could back and forth all you want as amateurs, because what's as an amateur don't count as a pro. Right. The only thing that counts is your knowledge. The record numbers, 0. New record, new everything. Now, like I said, how they planned it out, like I said, why would I need to, all I gotta do is that crazy. All I gotta do is play you. You the one that's gotta be serious, because you the one want this. You really want this win because you know I already beat you.
Right.
You know I already beat you, and then me acting crazy on top of it, it's gonna make you even more mad. Because now you gonna really want to beat me, which had him put his hands on him and all that other stuff that transpired. But them niggas funny. AB funny as hell, man. He said, "You seen Bill? Where the fuck Bill at? Hey, where Bill at?" His daddy, because Bill been talking all that hot shit because he is promoted. He was like, "What the fuck? Where Bill at?" No, I need to see where Bill at. All right, Bill missing.
He said he gonna run it back, man. He said he want to run it back.
Where? Running back where?
He said
running back where? You need to worry about, bro. No.
He didn't get the championship though.
Running back where? Like I said, you gotta worry about that now. He ain't running that back. Even if they make the belt for the WBC, I don't know. Running back where? Why? Because that's just like, well, people keep on saying Crawford and Earl should fight again. For what? For fucking what? Earl should not even be fighting no more, because actually he did what he did to himself in that car accident, and then you still keep on messing with your eye and surgery with that reckoning. I don't care what nobody say. You're not gonna be right after some time. I mean, dude, I had a muscle spasm and I had caught food poisoning. And I tried to fight a fight, like literally, I fought the fight, but my muscles and everything, my reaction time when everything was so shitty and shot. I was so mad because it was like, damn, like the week of. So, like, I mean, like, I'm not saying that Earl couldn't do it, not saying he probably can't do it. I don't know that man personally, but, like, me, I wouldn't know how I am mentally after me being, I think he got tossed from that Lamborghini. He got messed up his eye. So it's just like, I don't know how I would be if I was him in those situations and then being him. But Ryan and Devin funny. Ryan is funny. Devin, I don't even think Devin showed up that night, me personally. But, you know, who knows? Who knows?
You think somebody be able to beat Tank?
No.
You say nobody?
No.
Not Shakur?
I'm gonna say this. It's gonna go to the decision on every fight that you name out against him. It's gonna go to the decision. No, they not with him. You know, with Shakur and him, he might go to the decision. If anything, he gonna catch him in the six or eight round. If they do anything, Tank gonna catch Shakur. The dude that Tank finna fight, he finna beat him basically. I mean, he can. That's a fight. Honestly, that should be the next fight after this fight. But like Shakur, the one that's playing because shit, Jay Prince is matchmaker. I would believe so. You know what I'm saying? But that's him. You know, like he got this. I mean, he said something on $1 million worth of game where he like shit. What can you offer a nigga that's basically the breadwinner? Like shit, what can you offer this man? Like I'm like I don't know. Shit, but I gotta figure that part out, shit. Cause me personally, I'm getting to the point where I'm finna fuck up the whole system. I'm finna fuck it up. I'm like, nigga, as long as my money right, I'm fighting you tonight. I don't give a fuck. Like, make sure my money right. Everything else, I make it make sense. Cause that's what I care. That's all I care about. Like I care about I'm being done right. But at the same time, I know for a fact, logically, ain't nobody finna come out here and just say, oh, I'm gonna give you $70 million just to have one fight. You know how many motherfucking people there's finna be, and that's the reason why all these discuss. That's why niggas ain't really fighting.
Right.
Cause they want to be an over millionaire. They want to be like Floyd and shit. No, bro. No, Floyd was getting minimum wage fight checks. Minimum wage fight checks. I don't care what he tried to describe them bitches. They were minimum wage. I mean, now he can say that he get $1 billion checks. Them was minimum wage fight checks. Like right now, and from what I described, nigga, I believe I'm the first fighter that you have on here, MMA fighter. Actually, like try to get set up a fight with an actual, an interview with an actual fighter that's actually been seasoned before me. Niggas are getting paid $15, $100, $200 just to fight MMA. No bullshit. You can look these interviews up for yourself with dudes that's actually established. They said that they were getting paid. They driving like they're comedians driving to state, getting paid $15. Not $15, $50 or probably like $150 just for one fight. Nigga. No. That's what I said. My first fight, I got paid like something like that, but he paid me $375. You know what I'm saying? And everything else after that, I never got paid as an amateur. Everything else after that was just like, I built it. I built up the mindset of like, shit, I can't wait to get paid. Finally got paid. My first fight, I got paid a rack. Rack straight. That's a rack.
Ooh, shit, for a fight?
Yeah, for 6 rounds. Then after that, it was just like, you know, yeah.
Say, what's next for you?
What's next for me? Shit, I couldn't even tell you, man. I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah, no fighting, nothing playing right now?
Everybody playing right now. I was supposed to be in Little Rock this weekend, having a boxing match. Everybody playing games right now. Like, they don't know what they want. Well, I got offered a few MMA fights, but right now with me having this for MMA promotion, that's another thing. So with this belt, I am a regional promotion champion. I wish it was like a world champion. The world championship is like the UFC, One Champion, PFL, those big organizations like those. This is more of a Midwest regional belt. So right now I'm ranked like number 5 or 4 in the Midwest. Mississippi, I'm ranked number 1. In the US, I'm ranked like number 21. I'm like near the double. I'm near the single digits basically. I'm down there. I'm in there where I can be seen, motherfucker. Something you fuck
Yeah, I got to scroll all the way down.
Yeah, basically. So out of 1,000 people in the world, I'm like good. I'm in good status right now. So I'm being cool. The promotion said they wanted something in like June, but even with that, I feel as though with my first fight, I should be fight. I told him like I want to fight for the 185 title because the dude who owns this 185 title, he want to come down to 170 to fight me for this. And I was like, dude, no, because you fought the dude I just beat and you lost to him. So make that make sense. You fought him at 170, you lost him at 170 for this. Why are you getting another title? No, I'll come and fight you at 180. Let me beat your ass for your belt, and then we can see how we can negotiate that at later. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, like, no, I want if I get a big opportunity for a bigger pay for a MMA promotion, then yeah, I'll be taking that. But for the most part, no, I don't have no fights coming up. I'm just training here at St. Charles MMA and living it up and being under the rock like Patrick Starr. You know, just chilling.
I would say, before we get up out of here, shout out your social media. Let them know where they can follow you at.
Man, y'all can follow me, YouTube, 2Code, the number 2, COLD TV. You go on Google, type in Montrel, MONTREL. I will pop up. Yes, I will pop up even before Monday. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Let me see. 2Code MMA on Instagram, Montrel James on Facebook. But if you go to Google, all my stuff will pull up. You can email me at 2codemma@gmail.com if you're interested in sponsoring me. Shout out to Slapwoods for sponsoring me right now. Shout out Red Hot Rivers, Oviana. Alright, shout out to Chips. I appreciate y'all for that one. And Emos, what's up? We gonna be talking soon. We talk soon. I need all the hometown things on me, Cardinals, whoever, whatever. You know, we're from the hood. Get it forward.